Guys, you know what's not fucking fun? For real? Is fucking being high while you're anxious. For the last few days, I have been so fucking anxious! And I haven't been really like anxious or anything in a really long time. So I think that's why I've enjoyed smoking so much. And now I don't. Oh shit. I just realized I'm smoking a different weed. Interesting. I thought that I was fine with hybrids, and I'm not. And I think that I lied to myself on accident for years and told myself that I could only do sativas and hybrids and that indica was bad. But I think that I had them confused, and I think that indica's amazing. I can handle hybrids sometimes, and sativa is a nightmare, but indica is what makes me feel great. That's so good to know. Hey guys, thanks for helping me figure that out, because that was important, because I'm fucking in a bad mood. And I have been for days. And I don't know if it's 100% the weed's, it's not the weed's fault that I'm anxious, it's the weed's fault that I'm feeling so anxious right now when I'm high. Because weed doesn't change you. If I was anxious before I was high, I'm gonna be anxious when I'm high too. Unless it's an indica. So I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyways, I have been anxious, and then I was smoking to try to chill the fuck out. And then I get like more anxious because I'm not addressing the shit that's making me anxious. But I don't know how to do it. And I went to a therapist today, a new psychiatrist, because do you hear the cats going crazy in there? I went to a new psychiatrist because I'm ready to try medication. I've really been very resistant to medication for a really long time because I didn't want to take medication for something that felt like it could be situational. Like if I'm depressed because terrible shit is happening in my life and it's traumatic, or because I'm dealing with family drama, or my career is fucking falling apart around me. Like, do you take medicine for that? Or should you just like really fucking work through your feelings? That's different than having like a chemical imbalance that causes anxiety and depression. So like, that's why I've been really resistant to medicine in the past. That's why I wrote the song Medicate, because that was when I first started really having that battle of fuck, do I need to start like medicating? But then it's like, no, dude, everyone's making fun of you. You know what I mean? Like, what am I talking about? How much I hated 2018 and 2019 and 2020. It was a rough few years, guys. So that's what I'm saying. Like all this time I was like, yeah, like I should be depressed right now. That doesn't require medication. I need to process these feelings. I don't want to numb being a human. Like I really wanted to make sure I always stayed human as I could. Hope everybody knows, I know you guys know, I'm not medicine shaming. Like I am so pro, like fucking mental health is health, and sometimes medicine needs to fix it. But that was always my problem, was it my health, or was it the fact that I was living these extreme circumstances that not many people like really know what this feels like. Like even at my level of, you know, like a few million subscribers on platforms, you know what I mean? It's so intense sometimes. And like, how would you react to like millions of people telling you you're a horrible, shitty monster and you should kill yourself? You'd be fucking sad and anxious. If you were losing like friendships and deals because of drama on the internet and like tabloids and like slander, like how would you feel? Probably depressed and anxious. But lately my depression and my anxiety have like, I feel like alleviated. For the last maybe 3.5 months, I've felt like really no symptoms, and I still don't feel depressed. I feel some anxiety, but what I'm realizing is that I think that the anxiety is coming more so from other things, like anxiety as a byproduct of ADHD, anxiety as a byproduct of OCD, which like OCD is an anxiety, but you know what I mean. So like, I don't feel what I believe was generalized anxiety disorder, panic disorder, like that's gone. I haven't had a panic attack in like months. So I wanted to really work on what's the problem, because I felt like I finally got to a point where I was like, I took care of me, the person. What's left that still needs treated? I still struggle with these things. And like when I say ADHD, I mean like, and this is what bothered me about the psychiatry appointment today, and why I'm gonna not take her prescription, because I feel like it was way too quickly to be thrown an antidepressant when I thought I made it really clear that I wasn't depressed. Okay, let me just get into that. So I saw this therapist because I felt like I was ready to fix what was left. And then I called this one therapist, and she was booked, and they recommended somebody from her office, and they're like, you know, we really like her, whatever. So I booked with a therapist. I like checked her review. She didn't have that many reviews, so I assumed that she was like new. We have a Skype call, or like whatever the doctor platform is. And I just didn't feel like she was listening at all. And it felt like she was kind of minimizing a little bit, or not taking the time to understand. Like for example, she prescribed me, she kind of wrapped up our conversation by saying like, so what it sounds to me is like you're feeling some anxiety and depression as a result of these traumatic circumstances that have happened to you. And I was like, no, I thought that I did like a pretty decent job at expressing that I was depressed and anxious because a lot of those things had happened to me, and now I don't feel depressed and anxious because I feel really grounded and happy in life, but I still am suffering with ADHD and OCD. And then she prescribed me an SSRI as like an antidepressant and anti-anxiety, and I, not being a doctor, like was like, oh, okay, so will that also, you know, help with the symptoms that I'm experiencing of like ADHD? She was like, well, I think when you're less anxious, you won't have so much trouble focusing. And I was like, focusing is like the least of my worries when it comes to my ADHD. Like it's putting food on the stove and walking away because I got distracted and I started painting, forgetting that I had something on the stove, or the fact that I completely abandoned every other piece of work in my life to paint for 6 days, day and night straight, and was dreaming in paint strokes and couldn't stop thinking about anything painting, and then got a tattoo of my painting. Like that's the shit I'm talking about, is like focusing on things so intensely that I like put myself in a bad mood and like trigger myself and make myself anxious because I can't stop obsessing over certain things. Or the fact that I had an appointment canceled. Like it was just a recording session, and like I really was excited to record my vocals on a song, and he was feeling sick the night before, so he canceled, which of course, you know what I mean? Like it's COVID, thank you for canceling that session. But because my schedule was fucked up, it like, I couldn't get out of it, and I'm still in it. Like I've been anxious since that moment, since my schedule changed. And it's been like a struggle to like be a person or productive the last few days, because I'm so thrown by the fact that my week didn't go the way I planned it. And that was just bad things. Like my album's gonna fail now because I couldn't record my vocals that day. Because that day I had to, because my voice sounded extra good that day, and I was in the right time in my cycle, because that affects your vocal cords too. And I had scheduled my vocal lessons according to plan, and like I needed my schedule to be that day so that I could like that's a problem. And I want you guys to know that I know that. And that's why I went to a doctor to start treating my OCD and ADHD. And she just, I guess missed all of that and just said like, oh, okay, so you're depressed and anxious. I was like, oh, okay. I just told you I'm in the happiest place in my life. Oh, okay. And then she started eating, which was kind of wild. It actually didn't bother me at the time when she did it because it was like, oh, okay, she must be hungry. But then just like thinking about it in hindsight, I'm like, just like the lack of respect. Like you're meeting a new patient and you're not even gonna be like, by the way, I'm so sorry, do you mind if I eat? Like, I didn't have time for lunch today, I double booked. I'd be like, yeah, okay. You know what I mean? Because like, unprofessional, but I get it, but at least acknowledge it. Don't just fucking pick up the computer and walk around and put it down and then like, you know what I mean? Just start eating lunch. Like, what the fuck? So then she recommended like talk therapy. I was like, sure, like I'm down. Do you have like a recommendation? And she started Googling it, dude. And I was like, what? Like she was like, hold on. Where do you live again? And I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, if you're just Googling, like I can find my own. Like it was just, if you had a recommendation, I was happy to take it. I thought that was kind of silly to try to make up a recommend, because at that point, it's not a recommendation. Like if you don't know her name, if you don't know the doctor's name, like she's not really a recommendation. She's just a doctor you know of. Like I wanted to know, do you work with somebody who you think does great work and you see great results in your patients? So I thought that was weird, because also when I was like, yeah, can you recommend someone? She was like, oh, can you pay out of pocket and not insurance for it? And I was like, I mean, if it's somebody you like really highly recommend and you think that she's worth it, but she doesn't take insurance, like I'm definitely open to it. And she, then she was like, oh, what's her name? Like, dude, you're telling me to go somewhere outside of my insurance and you don't even care about her to know her name? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're a bad doctor. So yeah, she basically said, obviously you can't diagnose somebody in a session, which is also why I think it's fucking weird that she gave me a prescription for SSRIs. But she was like, yeah, it sounds like everything that you're experiencing is just PTSD because of your life. Like, yeah. And I was like, okay, bet. That's it, you know? But then also, I forget if I already went on this tangent, because I've told this story a lot today, which is part of ADHD, is just like, God, it's fucking exhausting. Hey guys, a quick break for our sponsors. First, I'm gonna talk to you about Issue. I live to create content, however, I hate making all of the assets to promote my content. That means TikTok, Instagram stories, Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, like everything needs a thing. Issue is an all-in-one platform to create and distribute beautiful digital publications from brochures to magazines to sales collateral and more. Issue is absolutely perfect for creators, marketers, artists, educators, salespeople, or anyone who's trying to make eye-catching content, which in 2021 is literally everybody. Issue makes it so easy. Just simply upload your PDFs and your files, and then Issue transforms them using your vision and customizable templates to create exactly what you want. And they also offer you premium features that give you a more customizable experience. So get started with Issue today for free, or if you sign up for a premium account, you will get 50% off when you go to issue.com/podcast and you use promo code Gabbie. That's ISSUU.com/podcast and use promo code Gabbie at checkout for your free account or 50% off your premium account. That's issue.com/podcast with promo code Gabbie. Ooh, now we're gonna talk about Stitch Fix. You guys know I love Stitch Fix because I don't like shopping. Online shopping has always been a hard pass for me because I know I'm the type of person who needs to try stuff. I will not chance having to return something because that sounds like the most stressful thing. Returns are always so difficult, but Stitch Fix makes it so easy. You take a quiz online, they give you a personal stylist, you tell them the styles you want, the styles you like, and then they'll send you a box of stuff that they think will be great for you. You try it all on, and then if you do not like it, you send it back. Returns and exchanges are so easy. There's a prepaid envelope included. You guys know how I feel about the prepaid envelopes, and no subscription required. Try it once or set up automatic deliveries. You'll just pay a $20 styling fee for each box, which gets credited towards the pieces that you keep, and there are no hidden fees ever. It is for men, women, and kids, so get started today at stitchfix.com/Gabbie and you'll get 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. That's stitchfix.com/Gabbie for 25% off when you keep everything in your fix. Again, that is stitchfix.com/Gabbie. I have this song, the first lines are, My voice is tired from singing to myself. Oh, this is really helpful for me right now. Because I'm like, I'm feeling the sound. And sometimes it's hard for me to find my tone that I want. I'm like, where the fuck is it? I can't find it. And I can feel it right now. It's right here. I think I stopped singing right here because everybody that I worked with, like producers, told me to stop singing so dark and to sing bright. And they said, sing here, not here. And I was like, for real? So then I kind of changed my vocal from, I still taste your presence. Say what you mean out loud, to, I knew who you were from the start. Skeletons in my closet. I got secrets that'll shake you to your bones. Anyway, so, yo, the part that I just cut just now is, I went on a totally fucking, I was lost in another fucking world that my brain took me without my permission. I know what a lot of people are thinking right now as well. I think I'm just being like really triggered lately too by stuff. Like lately I've been getting really affected by comments, which hasn't happened in a while. So I must be, cause like the stuff I'm worked up about, like a lot of this has to do with the fact that I'm so fucking sick of people diagnosing me in the comments. It's so fucking annoying. Because like literally you don't know anything about my life. You know what I mean? Like you see what's on camera. Like that's so weird for you to think that like this is all I am ever. That's so fucking weird. And that like frustrates me so much when people like tell me I have a fucking personality disorder. For what? What do you mean? Like you don't know me at all. You have no idea like what my relationships are like. I don't know where I went on that tangent. See? Oh, the weed. I must be secretly triggered about the fact that people keep saying like, oh, she's having psychosis because she smokes, or like the weed has changed her so much. And it's like, bro, I've been smoking for so long. I guess I am just like triggered by comments right now because I hate that I'm like here and angry and talking about it. I need to get back. Oh my God, but so fucking funny, dude. Okay. So I was explaining to the therapist. Also, fuck, like there's so many things that she did that were so fucking rude. Like I told her my mom was like diagnosed ADHD, and she was like, well, you don't really have a family history of ADHD. And I was like, I literally told you my mom and my fucking cousin and my sister, like everyone in my family has fucking ADHD, dude. Like, it's just so weird. Oh, I was trying to like explain to her like my reservations with medication, and that like I went through a lot of trauma the last few years with like online slander, like, and like harassment, like it's online harassment and bullying and slander. But for some reason, because I have like a certain subscriber count, like it's okay. But like it still hurts. Like those are people like behind like those words and like channels, and like those are human beings talking about me, a human being. So like if you look at it in that lens and like view me as a human for a second, like the last few years have been incredibly traumatic and like lonely. So I was trying to like express that to her at some point, and just how hard it is lately, like, you know, being online and like finding a balance and like being happy and creating what I want, but not getting triggered by fucking comments in the way that I am right now. And it is tough. But when I was telling her about like how serious it got, and I was explaining to her that I was like losing sponsorships, and that like my peers were unfollowing me on Twitter and not answering my texts, and like I lost a lot of people that I thought were friends, and I lost a lot of business relationships, and like, you know, like it was really, really hard. Like it's hard being told that you're a monster all the time when you're really just trying to fucking live your fucking life, dude. Like, it's hard being made fun of all the time. I said that, hey, please don't attack each other. Freddie, no. No, you're not supposed to intervene because then they like, it's like a weird dominance thing. So I hated that though. Dude, what the fuck? They never fight like that. Hey, Freddie, cut it out. You're doing too much. Holy shit, are you okay, little girl? Hey, are you okay? Oh, come here. She's panting over here. She's so scared. Freddie! Oh. Are you okay, little girl? Oh my god, I hated that. They probably feel my anxiety. I have to fucking calm down. Anyways, backtracking. Whenever I was expressing to her that, you know, it was like a lot of like, it was more than just like internet hate. It was a lot. And then she goes, oh, can't you just not read the comments? Like, imagine a psychiatrist. I'm like expressing to you something that was like deeply traumatic and like I took a huge career and personal loss. You know what I mean? Like, oh, can you just not read the comments? She just didn't, she didn't strike me as particularly empathetic or understanding. And I mean, she prescribed me an SSRI despite me saying that I didn't feel depressed or generally anxious. Like my anxiety comes from, and this is what I was trying to explain to her, like, I know that my anxiety is coming from like the ADHD because it's like basically setting myself up to fail. Like, I need to be more organized. I need to make normal size to-do lists and set accurate expectations for myself. And like, it's really challenging. And that's why I'm so anxious all the time. So like, I don't want an antidepressant, like anti-anxiety. Like I want to fix that first. And then if I'm still anxious, like if I'm still anxious, then I'll take an anti-anxiety medication maybe. I don't know. Or at least like, hey, I'm not a doctor and like, I don't pretend to know that she was prescribing me in a normal way, but it just felt like she really jumped the gun and that like my actual concerns weren't addressed. It felt weird. Like she said like, oh, well, I'm gonna put a pin in the stimulant for now. And it just felt like she was talking to me like I was like some fucking crackhead who was trying to score Adderall prescriptions. Like, it just didn't make me feel like she was actually hearing me. Because if she was, she would understand that like my quality of life is being affected. It's not about focus. I don't think I'll be better. I won't be able to focus better when I'm not anxious. And I guess because like my generalized anxiety was so fucking strong that like I know what it feels like. You know what I mean? Like this is different. It just doesn't feel the same. At one point I got on the tangent about the comment about the weed thing. Guys, I don't smoke all the time. Like I'm just now smoking for the first time today. I don't smoke every day of the week. It's just like, it makes work more fun. Like straight up, you see me high a lot because I like working high because it's more fun. I'm a creative person. It's more creative for me to just like experiment a little bit in a different state of mind. And it worked. I mean, like the content's different. I was so stuck in like a rut of like, I don't know how to like not do this. This is what I've always done. So like on like that main channel, it was so hard to be myself because it just was. Like it was so hard to be myself because like I started as such an exaggerated version of myself, you know? And like people like these types of videos from me. People like when I work out. People like when I do stuff with my diet. People like when I clean shit. Like people didn't like me because like that also wasn't me. So like I couldn't just be myself because it's like myself doesn't just sit and be that. This is myself. Like now I can talk to you, hi, because I'm able to be myself. You know what's funny is like the Gabbie show like caricature. Like I see that as a caricature in my head. Like it was like acting. It was making interesting content. Like it was me for sure, but like I didn't really go about my life like, welcome back, here's a story. But like I am an animated person, obviously. Obviously. I just like took it to like a next level. I don't know when that happened. I think someday when I'm like mentally strong enough, it might be interesting to go back and watch them in order to see where the changes happened, because it's like a frog in boiling water kind of vibe where like I was myself in the beginning, kind of like if you watch my very first YouTube video, I'm like, hi, I'm doing a Q&A. Like I was just being sort of like an awkward 22-year-old, you know what I mean? Yeah, I wonder when it started changing. Probably vlog culture. I would probably start seeing the switch, because it's just like, I mean, it's what I was around all the time, I guess. So like everything was like a performance, and then I just, it's hard to not be that when you don't see anything other than that, and that's what my life was for a long time. But then when it started not being my life, I felt like I needed to like keep it up anyway, because that's like what the channel was. And I guess I was afraid that like people knew me as that big animated person, so like I had to be that big animated person all the time, and it's just not me most of the time, except when I get like really upset or something, which like isn't that often now, thank God. That sucked, being upset all the time. My 20s were fucking exhausting. Actually, no, like way before that. Like mentally, I've been like fighting myself like my whole fucking life. So, I don't know. Like why? It's weird. I guess it's just like brain development. Yeah, that's why, honestly, like, I don't know, dude. Being raised in the 90s was something. It really was. Like, 90s parents were just a different breed. Shout out to all the 90s parents, kind of. But like, yeah, shit was just like different when I was a kid. I don't know. People just like got away with a lot of shit. Like child development was like not a thing at all, because people didn't know either. Like that type of science and research is so new still. Psychology is so new. That's why it's also so annoying when people think they know shit. Cause like at the end of the day, like psychiatrists don't even know shit. Like it's impossible to know if you're right about a person, right? Like you could be an incredible fucking doctor and look at somebody and be like, you have this type of OCD and that's it. Nothing else and only that. Like so many symptoms of mental illness overlap, and I think people really just mistake traits as symptoms. And I think at some point people forgot that people just have traits, and sometimes people have shitty traits. Like sometimes like somebody could be so nice and charming and charitable and lovely and still for whatever reason just like cheated on his girlfriend. Why'd he do that? That was such a weird thing. And like that was just like a, you know what I mean? Like that didn't define that person. He just made a mistake. Or like, even if somebody was a really good person in all areas of their life, but are a serial cheater, like just committophobe, that's like the one area in life that they fail. They're good to their parents, they're good to their family, they volunteer, they, you know, try to do good by the world, but fuck, they just cannot treat women right. Is that person a fucking narcissist? No, they just have a bad trait. That's a trait. Well, that's bad choices. Being irritable is a trait. Being emotional is a trait. Crying a lot is a trait. Not everybody has 100% desirable traits. What I'm trying to say is, sometimes people can do things that aren't 100% cool all the time, but that doesn't mean they're a sociopath. Ooh. Oops. I just got the text from Peyton that he's on his way. So I want to start dinner. I'm not gonna, see, this is actually a perfect example of you don't know someone. Right now, I'm gonna film me making dinner for my boyfriend. So if you saw this, you'd be like, oh, that's really cute that Gabbie cooks dinner for her boyfriend. But this is literally the one time in a long time I don't cook. I just fucking don't. And guess what? Peyton's a really good cook and he likes it and he cooks for himself anyway, so he cooks for me too. So most nights, Peyton cooks for me. And tonight, I'm cooking for Peyton. And that's all you know. Look how weird this is. We made these, what does this taste like? Can't tell if good or poison. I'm gonna leave it in. I cannot believe that I just now realized that, guys, these last couple months of where I feel so happy and have processed and worked through so much shit, like, that was all when I started smoking that one weed. And like, I started smoking a different weed and now I'm fucking weird. That's crazy. I've been smoking sativas and hybrids for as long as I've been smoking weed because I thought those were like the ones I liked, and I avoided indica like the plague. For like 3 years, I was like, I don't fucking smoke indica. I see fucking dead bodies when I smoke indica. That's a no thanks from me. I saw somebody comment, I care! Somebody commented and they were like, fuck, what'd they say? Oh, I think I said that before, that I thought indica made me see dead bodies. And so I was like, oh, she's so edgy, like weed doesn't make you see dead bodies. Listen, duh, I didn't think it was a dead fucking body. It's like, I mean, I guess I feel bad for saying duh. No, you're a hater. Fuck you. But it actually, I guess it wouldn't make sense to somebody who didn't know what I was saying. That's what poetry is. That's why I write poetry, because I like writing shit that like is a way that I feel and expresses a way that is very unique to me. But when I said I see dead bodies, what I meant was I should put the meat on. So whenever I smoked indica, I didn't actually like see dead bodies, but like I had a really big teddy bear and it was on the floor and I saw it like out of the corner of my eye, like I was laying in bed and the teddy bear on the floor. My brain was like, oh, that could be a person, like the leg of a person or something. And then it unlocked this like fear in me. I realized one of my biggest fears is psychosis. And I think I talked about this in a live stream. Like, I'm afraid I'm gonna wake up with blood on my hands. Like, that's my biggest fucking fear. Like, that moment in movies where they like wake up and there's like blood and shit, like that's my biggest fucking fear, is to like black out and kill somebody. Because that would be the worst thing to wake up with blood or to wake up in your bed and there's a dead body on your floor. Like, that could have been a teddy bear or it could have been a dead body, and my mind was disguising it as a teddy bear because I had a psychotic break and my brain was forced to see it like a teddy bear. That was my brain! But that's what I meant when I said I see dead bodies, is like, my brain is like, is that a dead fucking body? And then in my brain, I can like imagine it being a dead body and I don't want it to be. Do you think, oh my God, I've been dying to do past life regressions because like, what if I murdered somebody in a past life? And that's like what I'm feeling is like, don't be a murderer again. You wanna hang out with the aliens. Peyton makes the bombest fucking steak salad. Actually, Peyton makes a lot of stuff very bomb. Oh fuck! I forgot to put the sweet potato fries in, and those are supposed to be first. Shit. Oh man. Oh, I really wanted to surprise him. Damn it! Peyton's mom got us an air fryer, and it is so good. Thanks, Noreen. I have to admit something. I've never used this before. Yeah, I think it's on. Okay. I did it, so